Now, your Twitter biog says quite expressly that you're a cancer survivor.
Still am.
It's been a tough last, I don't know, 2-3 years. Tell us about that journey that you were on, and if you could start from sort of the beginning and just take us through the challenges and the impact that it's had on you and your working and your personality, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had people in my family who had cases of cancer, so particular type of cancer that I had as well. So I was very aware and very conscious to look out for the signs. So when the symptoms occurred, I was straight in to have it checked out. And because of my family history, I kind of, in the back of my mind, I'd convinced myself I had a cancer anyway. So when I had the diagnosis, it wasn't a huge surprise to me. Now, I've met, as you can imagine, I've met so many people, especially at Velindre Hospital, where absolutely fantastic care is given to people. So many people I've met there who are going through different stages of it, and people deal with it in different ways, but for me it was quite simple. The analogy I've always used is going on a flight. If you're a passenger on a plane, if the plane gets into trouble, you don't run up to the cockpit and try and take over from the pilot. You let the people who know what they're doing take charge, and that's the kind of view I've taken from day one. Whatever the experts said they suggested I should have done, whatever route they thought was the best, I agreed to go along with it. Because you put your trust in them, you have to put your trust in them. So, and it's been tough because generally with cancer treatment, what happens is, as soon as you finish one treatment, you just about got over it, they put you on another one. So, I mean, the bare details, I had 2 rounds of chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgery. I ended up in cardiology after my first round of chemotherapy because my heart didn't take kindly to the medicine I was on. So it was a long old journey. I mean, I remember very vividly when I was diagnosed speaking to the consultant, and I said, have you got any particular advice? And he said, just write the next year off. And I kind of thought, really? But he was absolutely right. It was pretty much, I was diagnosed on January the 31st, and I was given the all clear on January the 31st a year later. So there was a bit of kismet to it. So it's been an incredible journey, and I've said how much help I've had from the medical profession, both at the Heath Hospital and Velindre. Fantastic support from people within our industry, that's blown me away, and from people within the rugby. I received a signed shirt from the Wales rugby team, which was very touching. But the response I've had from the public has just been incredible, and I didn't go public on it because I wanted the attention. I went public on it because I wanted to say thank you for the care and help and support I was receiving. And what's pleased me in a way is a lot of people have said they found it quite sort of cathartic or maybe a little bit inspiring to sort of follow the journey. And what it's done for me work-wise, I think, is it's probably made me sort of, because I was off for 7 months, which is quite a long time when you've been working for 30+ years. I think coming back, it's probably changed my attitude slightly. I sort of live each day, as a bonus really, and I do what interests me. And now I suppose I write everything with a kind of back of my mind, well, I'm quite lucky to be writing this. And yeah, so I see myself as fortunate, and if I can do anything at all to sort of explain to people the importance of checking and responding to any symptoms, and also if you do find yourself in trouble, don't give up. It is only a word, it's not a death sentence, and place your faith in the NHS, because they do a fantastic job.